Paulie Packs. All right, welcome to this week's giveaway. Something a little different here. So in the past, I have gone through some cards and shown you some oddball ones that I think are pretty funny. And this is again some of those. So this is how it's going to tie into the giveaway. So you get guys sometimes who just make funny, stupid faces like this one. Or you get the Gary Pettis's of the world who's checking out his own baseball card, his own upper deck card before he even, so he must have had the prototype of it. See, that's the back of his card that he's looking at right there. So he must have been looking at a prototype of his own card, which is good because if you guys remember, his rookie card for Topps is actually his brother. It wasn't even him. So maybe he's checking out the card before it even gets printed to make sure that it's actually him. But then you get stuff like this where like Jeff Kent already obviously made it out, not too happy about it, making a pretty disgruntled face. Getting thrown out at second base there, chucking his helmet. Or you get cards like this where you get Norm Carlton attempting a bunt, but the ball is clearly behind him. So he totally missed that bunt. Or if you get this one in action, this awesome in action, he's diving for the ball and he's nowhere near the ball. I'm not quite sure who that is. Looks like it says Hudley or Hunter on the back of it, but I don't know who the player is. And I don't know. But clearly not even close to making that diving catch. Then you get Marquise Grissom, who does a pop-up, right? Clearly just made a can of corn right here. Just it's going to be easy out, straight up pop-up. So not sure why you'd put that on his picture. This one's at least a little interesting. I mean, it's unique, so I can see why you make this a picture. I mean, this kind of slide, I'm not sure what he's attempting to do here or how he's attempting to slide. Would love to see how this ended, but certainly this one's pretty unique, but not the typical way you would go about sliding into what it would appear to be second base. And then this one, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what George Bell is doing. I assume, I always like to think he's calling his shot, but I think he's probably just telling another runner where the ball is or something like that. Like so he's like in the on deck circle or coming up to the plate and he's helping the guy coming home. Or maybe he's telling the ump to check there. Maybe he like checked his strike and he's trying to appeal to the ump down the line or something. I'm not too sure. This Barry Jones card is great because he's signing his name on something and he just totally looks like he forgot how to spell his name. Like he's just like, what was I doing? I forget. So I always like that one. Another one here, you got Fran Healy, right, catching, but clearly Thurman Munson, I think that's Thurman Munson, comes in sliding in behind him, is already safe, and the ball hasn't even gotten there yet. So, kind of a silly picture to put up of a catcher who's, great, you got a good position, but obviously the guy's already safe and well at home. This one too, no love for Jack Clark, getting rung up strike 3. So that's the picture you use of him, right? Him looking back at the ump clearly saying strike, and him not liking the call. Maybe it's not strike 3, but still, it's a strike nonetheless, and not a good look for a batter who, if this is your card, you don't want these two other guys in your card to begin with, and then you just looking back at the ump who's giving you a strike call. And then these two are pretty cool because they're showing the cards from the previous year, so the guys were kind of signing them and get to get a picture with your own baseball card here. But the one I like the most, and the one that we'll finally get to as part of the giveaway, is this Ken Griffey Jr. card, Fleer 91. Now, I know the 91 set is pretty common, but this is one of my favorite Griffey cards, just because, again, it's the picture. It's like he clearly didn't do what he wanted to do. He clearly made a pop out. He knows he's going to get out. He's disappointed with himself, probably just missed one. And but it's like this is the picture that they decided to use. So for some reason or other, that's what they decided to do. And it's in great shape, this card. Very a little off-centered. I mean, you can see this border here is a little thicker than that one, but everything's clean and crisp on it, corners and all that stuff. I was actually looking up the grades to see if you did get the card graded, and if you were lucky enough to get a 10, what would they be? And the last 2 auctions for this card at a 10 were $30, and then there was a couple buy it now for 50. So Seems like that was the way it would be if you ever were to get a card like this graded, but so many, dime a dozen these cards, you know, and I get it. So as far as I wouldn't want to spend my money to get this graded unless you were absolutely sure you were going to get a 10. Getting a card like this graded is definitely very high risk and low reward. But again, love this guy. He's a Hall of Famer. Love this card. So this is what the giveaway is going to be. So as you guys know, very simple to get into it. All you got to do is subscribe, like, and put a comment in there. And I know I got some Seattle guys who are Seattle fans who are in here. So hopefully you guys get a good shot at this and win the card. I'm sure everybody has the card somewhere. But again, I'm doing it because of the theme of these cards, you know, of the errors and mistakes that guys make on the field and then putting that picture on the card. So that's what this week's giveaway is all about. So hope you guys like it. Get in there, get your comments in, and we will see you on Friday. See ya.